Right, sound is better. You'll be able to hear us while things are happening.
Now...
So we have access to a new seed, which is significant.
No, access to the same seed.
It's the same seed?
Yep.
Oh. Oh. Right.
That's interesting. I don't know how helpful that is.
I think what we'll have to do is rotato that thing that's facing that.
Oh, like...
And then get exit so that you can't access it.
I see.
From other stuff.
Okay. That gives us a new place to go.
Let's check out some other things first.
Ominous sound. Easiest puzzle in the world.
I don't...
Definitely
yeah.
not something we messed up on.
I want to see what's down there. I don't remember.
Literally all that we did.
Oh, okay. We don't miss it.
Good? I guess there is that.
It might be a setting that...
Get away from me.
might have manipulated already. I would have to check the files. Yeah.
There's a lot of things down here.
So then the other stuff be by the tree, right?
I think so. And this, but Russian puzzle box before we can...
Wait, let's take a look at the Russian puzzle box really quick. See if what
File position. Numbers, letters, and Russian symbols.
Okay.
Everything.
Let's check out down here together. Where?
Nothing
What's
down
the
here.
purple stuff?
Stuff art. I guess leaves. Flower petals.
They look like gems. Shiny. Bells. Looks like gems.
Broken gem.
There's more stuff there.
Oh, it's actually that. That's what the purple stuff is.
So part of
For the band.
the cloth that.
Well, the banner is made out of some weird material.
There's more.
Oh, can we go around that way now? Remember?
Wait, look, see if there's any levers or anything.
I think we can go around down there now.
And then is there anything to your left? Over, all the way over there? By the stuff?
Huh? right below where the seed used to be.
Do you think that's it looks like an anchor,
Yeah,
but is it something that you can sit in? It looks like once you
it is,
move
however,
it,
blocking
yeah.
that way.
The person just crawl through it.
So I think we should teleport.
Yeah,
to the
let's
other
figure out
side.
the other thing. Or we can, there access that we can get up.
This is where the seed. This is the
Broke
Mofang
that.
device. Teleporting is.
Is there more area that we can access? Okay. Be sure, you know, hidden passageways.
Because it's
Yeah.
in the shape of a seed.
But it's also confusing because there are stuff from this world embedded in there. Barnacle.
I think that we can then rotate this one more time.
There has to be a reason why you can do that, right?
I think you're right.
Have we ever gone through that before?
Yep. Now this is working. Okay. Yes. I think. Yeah. Oh, there we go. That's huge.
Exactly what we wanted. I wanted to be.
Now we can just go around.
Pretty cool. Bless you. Wow, significant progress. All because I saw that lever that existed and thought it was something else. Okay, I like these fishy things. And it looks like another elevator. But did it attach? Up to. Is there something that.
Another
Whoa.
seed.
Is that a dead person?
Look, it's a dead muffin.
And the scale.
Yes.
This is the first, well, humanoid alien we've seen. And there's progress music going.
It's because we're at the tree.
Kind of.
figure a way down.
Well, there's behind you. Right?
Yeah.
I assume it loops around. What was that big, sign on the wall?
As a
Yeah.
what? No.
And the music stops.
Oh
Door.
no.
Alright, well, we still have plenty to explore.
Music, please start again. Show us we're doing.
There you
Yeah.
go. Oh, a walkway?
Yep.
What's the left really quick? Right.
Enter. Just
Wait,
what?
we've been over there?
Oh. Never been here.
Right. I was wondering why you were walking away.
In the place that I wasn't gonna go.
So this looks like another area too.
Yeah, it does. It's a perfectly circular area.
Yeah.
Opposite direction that I wanted to go.
Whoa, 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 look. So it must seem like there were these giant fishes that they
You think
they
this is
included
the
in their art a lot. And then maybe those aren't anchors, but
books?
yeah. Fishing hut. Crazy, that's beast. Can you walk in?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So we should if we see any discolored walls, we should actually just try walking into them. Because that wasn't too obvious to me that that would be a wall we could walk through. Ooh,
Jungle seed. Oh,
these
this
are
is
scales.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's exciting. We might actually have access to the jungle world, right? Wow. That's oh. There's less dots. Something. Is that the original door? Mm,
No. Up on it. Maybe it's an old door.
I can get it. Wait, did it? Oh, well, we opened so we can get the other jungle. Pretty sure this is
Oh,
the original.
this is you come around that way,
Yep.
yeah. Okay. Do nothing. Do we ever get a clue for that? Because is all 4 of them 16? I think I remember Eric and Allison talking about this.
Maybe. You chose the likely option. That's puzzles that we have.
True.
No puzzles. Alright.
Okay.
Right. Alright. We're taking this.
Did that. Pay attention.
Quickly.
Yeah, but
So, the stairs.
nope, we entirely new area. So, investigating.
Another
Oh.
seed. Everything
I don't know.
that
See?
area that we have.
See, I knew it was Hunrath because CW started yelling at us again.
Did he?
Yeah.
Fucking. I think it's behind that door that we can cross the river.
Yeah, maybe.
There is no passcode. Well, Hunrath is yellow and
It's not. The Valine. They can't find the words. It's such a foreign life cycle. Or perhaps not. They launch themselves across the expanses of space, preserved for aeons until at last their technological arcs can hone in and carry them to a home. They had no connection with their predecessors. In spite of this, or perhaps because of this, they have amazing recollections. Their stories are epic, reaching back through the aeons. Unlike many of us who were abducted, they were abducted as a whole. Their scoop moved an entire facility that was about to be annihilated. I have come to believe that they, perhaps more than any of us, have a deeper understanding of whatever this strange system we find ourselves in. 16. I need to write this down. We buried Ji Un today. This place never really agreed with her. She kept to herself mostly, depressed and downcast. Anyway, I digress. I stayed after the brief words were spoken. I was the last to leave. I wandered to the dome, as I often do, looked out at the undulating Saurian weirdness beyond the cell wall. Movement caught my eye. Now, on very rare occasions, we've seen Mofang scrambling about in the distance. There have been fewer and fewer sightings over. But before me, there was a tall, haggard Mofang running desperately, almost directly towards me from one of the distant structures. It, I still can't tell the gender, got closer and closer. I thought it would see me and stop, or turn around, or be curious about the strange dome and our world inside it. But it continued running quickly, almost directly to my position. I was frozen in place with curiosity until my reflexes took over at the last moment, and I leapt out of the way. But rather than hit the dome and fall backwards, or come through it into Hunrath, the dome flashed its familiar tone and the Mofang vanished. I was stunned for a bit, but I retrieved my wits and stepped into the dome, myself, to quickly get to the other side. After getting around, I immediately turned around and saw the Mofang outside on the other side of the dome, still running away from whatever it feared, as if it had no sense of passing around the dome. As surprising as the event was, it did serve to settle a few things out. I always wondered how no one on Earth noticed what had replaced this chunk of Arizona we have here. That makes sense. And to the outside, it looks like the dome doesn't, whatever is in there, it looks like it doesn't exist, because you just run through it and you yourself on the other side. 16772AH. Got to vent again. There are those who argue with me. Over and over I demonstrate that in almost every case, whatever the process that brought us here, it occurred at a pivotal moment. They tell their stories and they still can't admit that the Abduction Act saved each of us, all of us. What is it in human nature that grasps so strongly to the past that we blame our saviors for stealing? Okay, just one more event before bed. If each of us was individually saved from something, then maybe all of us were corporately saved from something larger. Can we really be sure what's left? And this, the arrivers come from various places and times. Sarah got here almost 15 years ago from the year 2055, and Vizel got here 2.5 years ago from 1942. What does that mean? Time here is shuffled and chaotic compared to Earth. What state is Earth in right now? When is Earth right now? 1687. 3:15 a.m. and I feel compelled to journal this craziness. Spending most of yesterday meditating with the Arai, and then most of this evening discovering the nature of these worlds with CW, I just had a slip of infamous Hunrath Hoosh and collapsed in my chair. Well, I just awoke from a dream. I'm not one who puts a lot of credibility in dreams. Maybe the Arai were able to move something in me to understand, or possibly because of the intense discussion, my subconscious mind was triggered to be able to sort out some logical connections. Or maybe it was the Hooch. The dream. I was tending the garden. Hence garden. It wasn't for food or flowers, just about the health of the garden. I kept working and working to control it and contain it and make it healthier, but the garden seemed to fight me at every turn. And after what seemed like days of work, I finally gave up in frustration. And as I stood there, doing nothing, the garden flourished before my eyes, growing and spreading in every direction. Because, I realized, the system that the plants were based on was not about me shaping and controlling. The natural system of plants is healthier when they are out of control, when they are free to spread and intermingle and cross-pollinate. Now, from a human point of view, that may not provide what I want. I get smaller fruit and smaller flowers and untidiness. But from the point of view of the plants, they are stronger and much more resilient and resistant. The more they scatter, the higher their odds of surviving. And now that I contemplate, I realize that even individual plants and seeds may not appreciate the benefit of what's happening. They are torn far from their origins and forced into situations that seem extreme, possibly even destroyed by these new environments. But for the seeds that survive, the seeds that survive, now that's where real growth and strength and abundance comes from. It's so beautiful and terrifying. Beyond the beauty of it all is the system and structure that defies understanding. Okay, what if this is all a natural process? There are signs of something behind it all, but well-hidden signs. So, well, if we look at all of this, the cell, the tree, the water, the seeds, the hub, the health, even the abductions, well, there seems to be a grand system, or the plan doesn't take me into account. It's unemotionally intent on the health of something bigger. That may hurt my feelings, but, well, what am I in the entire scheme? I have no idea what, if anything, may have put the process into motion that's irrelevant. Tomorrow, I'll talk to CW. He could still be swayed from his battery plan.
Coordinates highlighted. W's battery plan.
17:14.
Dash. I feel like we should make a chronology of all of this.
I really don't journal much. I came to write this down because I'm distraught as I contemplate the plan that I've set in motion. I realize that I have become the destroyer of worlds. I sat down to write, to seek some cathartic tranquilization. And I realized that the last thing I journaled was some esoterically beautiful philosophy about letting the garden grow, not so reaffirming or calming. But nevertheless, here's my reasoning, because I must write this down. Simply, it is us or them. Complexity. If this is some kind of garden, we're the plants or seeds or whatever, some of us have gotten together and decided that we're the better choice to survive. The others have unilaterally decided that we won't survive. I am more fit, damn it. This is not me. I want to be calm and garden or ungarden or grow or... What gives one species the right to destroy another species? Who gets to choose? Do I just lay down and die because the more aggressive species thinks they're better, more powerful? What brutal scale do I use to measure the good of some against the life of others? Does love ever destroy in order to help more survive? To help love itself survive? Does that even make sense? Can I kill because I think it will bring about more love? What if I'm not even capable of understanding the situation? Hate versus love. Maybe I am the hater. Do I generate this love delusion to help me maintain my sanity in the light of the choice that I made? My God, it's just too much. These are just my walls of my delusion, and I choose to live within them. I am a seed, scattered by the wind. But I will not simply be trampled. I will kick and survive. God have mercy.
So it looks like they're old books that they're kind of faded.
Arai larval node. Takes 3 to 5 days for a single Arai larva to change colors after being. Pulsing stops immediately from the avatar, included by polyarchs. Cloning has become extremely easy, like potatoes easy. Organics, bone, Ryan Crustman. Tech, Mofang Tech, Magenta, extrusions, white. Granite, Caftar, teal blue, sandstone, hunter, light blue, horestone, mofang, purple, pale, moray, very light blue, polyarch. Alright, let's see what's along this way. The root! The tree, please!
Oh. Oh. Was it always there? You've always just opened.
Yep.
But I guess nothing would be there. Well, I guess maybe something else will appear there. The seed.
Oh, I bet you're right. I bet it's closed off. We definitely found it's us or them. Why does it seem important?
It's not back reward, I know. Tried. I'm moving. We'll have to remember when we come back. Yeah. That you were mofang, not to kill us.
And that's all we have time for in this episode.
Oh.
But next episode, exploring Bridge World.